I'm Nicki Minaj. Shout out to Grape News.
Let's get into it, y'all. So trigger warning. I want to put a trigger warning because this is about to get crazy. Okay. This is about to get crazy. So I want to put a trigger warning. If unaliving and essay and all of that stuff triggers you, I might need you to just come back. Probably come back in the next 45 minutes to an hour. And you guys can come back when we talk about Krishan and the circus and stuff. But we're about to be talking about Nicki Minaj's husband, okay? Kenny Petty. This man is a true, every definition of the word, a menace to society. Okay. This man is a monster. Okay. And we're just gonna go by the receipts. This isn't Grape Tea News, just talking. Okay. We're gonna talk about this. All right. Any dude that got this many mugshots, you should already be you should already be on guard. Okay. And shout out to the Barbs that got some sense, okay? That know how to, distinguish things, and have the intellect to not just idol worship and stuff, because I didn't even go in on them that bad. Y'all about to hate me tonight then, because I was talking about him last night, man, and my comment section was filled, with comments held in review calling me zesty, this and that. I'm a hater. I'm biased. Well, I'm like, well, aren't you biased for coming into my chat defending Nicki Minaj? Right? Anyways, y'all all are weirdos. I don't care what you said. All right. So we about to get into it, man. Let me share this screen and let's get into this tea, man. Let's get into this tea. Let me see. Let's start off with this. So last night we talked about the news of Nicki Minaj, Barb, a former Barb, okay, is suing Nicki Minaj for over $5 million, okay, basically for defamation, for what she done to this man, okay, what she been saying about this man and everything like that. She's claiming one thing, he's claiming another, but we go pull up some receipts and we're gonna make an educated guess, okay. All of this stuff is alleged, okay? All of this stuff is alleged, all right? But we still got the receipts, okay? So I want you to make your own judgment. Don't just take my word for it. Everything I show y'all can look up. Y'all can look it up your damn self, okay? That's one thing too. We all about receipts over here, okay? All right. So let's get into it. Shout out to Hot New Hip Hop for the article. Nicki Minaj delivers strong warning to fan who's suing her for $5 million. Okay. So we talked about this last night, but this is new because Nicki Minaj has actually responded, okay, to the person that's suing her, right? Check this out. It says Nicki Minaj says the plaintiff will regret coming after her. Oh, okay. Is that a threat? Nicki Minaj is facing a $5 million lawsuit from a fan by the name of Tamir Peak, who is seeking compensation for reputational harm, emotional distress, and financial loss. In the lawsuit he filed in Los Angeles Superior Court, Peak claims he's been a dedicated fan of the rapper for the last 15 years and even worked passionately to promote her latest album, Peak Friday 2. However, Minaj allegedly accused him of being a paid mole and even invited him to her hotel room just to hop on Instagram Live and embarrass him in front of 100,000 fans. She also accused him of being a stalker and more. Okay. It says Nicki Minaj responded to the lawsuit in a statement provided to TMZ on Sunday. Quote, Mr. Peak has been harassing Nicki on social media for years on end to no avail, her attorney Judd Bernstein told the outlet. He has now graduated to seeking to shake her down financially with manifestly false allegations and legally frivolous claims. He will regret having gone down this disreputable road when he is forced to pay her legal fees as required by California law. Okay, so you might look at this and be like, okay, this is believable because, for one, well, I'm saying on both sides. Okay, so we're gonna look. This is me being unbiased, y'all. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's believe Nicki Minaj. Okay, real quick. Can we admit that a lot, well, if not most of the Barbs are weirdos? Yes, we can say that because these people worship Nicki Minaj literally as if she was Jesus Christ. Okay, this woman can't do no wrong. Okay, and they're weirdos. Okay, they don't know how to separate the person from the music. Okay, let's just be honest here. All right, did Bill Cosby warm a lot of our hearts as children? Right, the Bill Cosby Show, A Different World, the movies, Fat Albert, of course, right? But if you look in his background, especially, and let's not even talk about what he's done for Black History and HBCUs and, and stuff like that, right? But then, you look back in all these different cases and all this skeptical behavior, you can give him the side eye, all right? Because you're a normal thinking person, right? Same thing with Michael Jackson, right? We love Michael Jackson, right? But just from the allegations, you would never let your kids sleep over his house, right? He admitted to actually having the kids sleep in his bed and stuff, but nothing happened. All right. Legally, they said he didn't do anything, right? But that's still weird. So we know how to distinguish the artist. Okay. I love Rock With You. Off the Wall is probably the best album front to back of all time. We can argue about it. Okay. But am I gonna let my little nephews and nieces sleep over his house or anything like that? Hell no. All right. So same thing with Nicki Minaj. Okay. Because let's be honest here. This is supposed to be a grown woman, right? This is a grown woman, right? Right? She's in her mid-40s and all that, right? So she should have discernment. She should have a logical mind. Why the hell are you marrying an S offender? Why the hell are you marrying an unaliver? Let's talk about it. Okay? So, is it believable that these dudes and, and it's funny how they pick and choose when they want to support stuff because I am a hetero male, okay? Right? But look at it like this. The Barbs is full of zesty men, right? Let's be honest, okay? Why whenever I talk about Nicki Minaj, these people are in my chat calling me all type of rainbows, calling me zesty and all of this stuff, right? But I'm like, well, y'all sure pick and choose when to support something, right? Because that's all I see at Nicki Minaj concerts and stuff. You see the footage? You feel me? You see a lot of the Barbs. It's a lot of men that, like men. So I find that very funny. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to support a cause. All right. Y'all support the rainbow flag until y'all hear something that y'all don't like. That's very funny to me. All right. Anyways, here's another thing. Okay. Let's just call it what it is. All right. I'm starting to think that mental illness, all right, is at an all-time high. Okay, and a lot of people are going around unchecked. Okay, allegedly. Okay, so let's get into it. I gave you the side of, okay, let's believe Nicki Minaj, right? Let's believe her because we know how these people really are. They are stalkers. If a regular YouTube got stalkers, can you imagine Nicki Minaj? Nicki Minaj has millions, hundreds of millions of followers on all of her platforms. Okay, right? So I can only imagine, right? But here's my thought. Here's me using my brain. Kenny Petty, right, has a history of violence. And from this person, he claimed that battery. He says that her husband allegedly battered him. Okay, the fan. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's go down the history of Kenny Petty. All right, and Nicki Minaj is guilty by association because that's your husband and that's your baby daddy. All right, let's talk about it. Y'all remember the situation with Offset? Nicki Minaj responds after her husband put under house arrest. He was on house arrest, y'all, for 4 months for threatening Offset. All right. Wow. That doesn't seem like a nice person. Is this what you support, Nicki Minaj? Is this what you support, Barbs? Because y'all got a lot to say. All right. Y'all are some weird apologists. Okay. Let's talk about it. This was this year, March 23rd, 2024. Nicki Minaj and husband will pay $500,000 to security guard after ignoring his lawsuit. All right. The security guard claims that Kenny Petty put his hands on him. All right. He harmed him. He assaulted him in Germany. Right. This was in 2019. Okay. Can y'all argue against that? I don't know. Y'all, I'm just going by what's reported. I am a celebrity blogger. This is not coming out of my ass. Okay. This is not coming out of just anywhere. All right. This is reports supported by documentation, supported by paperwork. Okay. Let's talk about it. I didn't know nothing about this. All right. So here's the thing. This was what happened with the Christianimals. Y'all don't want me to really start doing my damn research, right? Because I didn't even know a lot about Christian like that until I started reporting her, right? And these weirdo fans, right, start talking about hold on. And these weirdo fans start talking all this trash, right? And I'm like, well, it's something about her that y'all don't want me to know. It has to be, because you guys are way too defensive about her. You feel me? You worship her. So y'all made me start doing more content on Krishan, and we start uncovering a lot of stuff, right? So the Barbs are really making me want to look into Nicki Minaj and Kenny Petty even more, because I didn't know about a lot of stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. This is old too, right? This is from 2018. Okay. Shout out to TMZ. Nicki Minaj's boyfriend, okay, this is right before she married him. Manslaughter case was cold-blooded. Wow. Let's talk about it. Let's take a sip of this water so we can spill this tea. Nicki Minaj's husband now wasn't just convicted of attempted grape. He also went to prison for unaliving a guy. And now we know the story behind this manslaughter conviction. Law enforcement tells TMZ Nicki's new man, Kenneth Petty, rode up on Lamont Robinson one early morning in April 2002 and opened fire on him on a street corner in Queens, New York. We're told Petty drove to the crime scene with a group of cohorts, hopped out of the car, walked across the street where Robinson was hanging out, pulled out a bang bang, okay, and shot him. Wow, in the stomach 3 times. Our sources say that he then fled in the vehicle with the group. We're told police who investigated the crime at the time did not believe robbery was a motive. They suspected it to be a targeted hit over a gang beef. One investigator who was on the OG case told us he could only recall the pow pow was over some bullish. Wow, some BS, y'all. According to the court documents obtained by TMZ, Lamont, who only survived for a short time, ID'd Kenneth in a photo lineup when police went to question him in the hospital. The docs say he nodded his head to confirm Kenneth had pow powed him, all right, as he couldn't speak. He passed away soon afterwards. Wow. Barbs, can we talk about it? Kenneth was initially charged with second-degree unaliving, but pled guilty to a lesser charge of first-degree manslaughter. He served 7 years in prison and got released in 2013. Wow, and started dating Nicki Minaj 5 years later? Wow. I mean, I guess you can say he hit the lottery, right? Wow. As we reported, Nicki's boo also did nearly 4 years behind bars after being convicted of attempted rape as a 16-year-old about a decade prior. Like we've told you, Nicki isn't fazed by Kenneth's checkered past. You think? As we're told, she and Kenneth have already discussed having babies and getting hitched, and that's what they did. She certainly doesn't seem to be shying away from their love either, privately or in public. Nicki's been plastering pics of her and Kenneth all over social media. Wow. Let's talk about it. That's so this guy is an S offender and an unaliver. I mean, this is documented. All right, we're not just talking, right? And this is a woman that could have been with anybody, y'all. Nicki Minaj is one of the most popular artists of all time. Okay. And for her, like, she literally could have had anybody, y'all. She could have had a Jay-Z type, okay, a Kanye type, you know what I'm saying, like a powerful man, without a checkered past, and somebody that can, don't have to register as an S offender wherever they live, and like, you know what I'm saying. So you gotta give her the side eye, right? You got to. Like, what are we doing here? Wow, y'all, this is crazy. Why would she choose this type of resume? Because she obviously supports it, right? Allegedly. Child, she sure know how to pick them. Right. This is one of Nicki's biggest L's. It gotta be, y'all. Let's talk about it. So why am I talking about this, y'all? Well, shout out to Conscious TV. All right, we got to shout him out. Okay, he broke some news today where as though he got Twitter in the internet world, the Barty gang, because y'all know Barty gang, Lotto, the Hotties, they all against Nicki. So y'all, the internet is a buzz right now because this man didn't drop some tea. Remember, they've been saying it's all of these allegations. None of this stuff is true. Blah, blah, blah. Man, this man dropped the whole interrogation video, y'all. From the man, from Kenny Petty. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, let's talk about it. All right. So look, this is a content, a content creator, I guess, like a stand page or something. They stand for Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, and Cardi. So look, they said Nicki Minaj lied to her fans about her husband. She said he dated Jennifer and had, relations with her, but her parents were going to disown her, so she lied on Kenneth Petty. New uncovered footage of this of his statement in 1994 disapproves all of that, y'all. Man, this is the weapon that he used against her, y'all. He used this big old Jason Voorhees of a weapon, okay? Bride of Chucky, okay? Michael Myers. Look at that, y'all. That's scary. For those asking, there is DNA evidence on the weapon, a Grape kit, and witness testimony, y'all. Wow. Come on, let's talk about it, man. Shout out to Conscious TV, man. Dropping the tea. And she lied, man. You know why she lied? Because for one, she said this lady was a white woman, right? Apparently, she's supposed to be like Afro-Latina. Look, it says Nicki also said that she was a white woman. Jennifer is an Afro-Latina. Wow. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Barbs, where you at? Where you at? And then had the nerve to say the lady was a liar. Let's talk about it. Fair use. This is what Nicki Minaj said on her radio station. Okay?
as well as something that he was wrongfully accused of doing when he was 15 years old.
Wrongfully. Okay. Let y'all be the judge.
Well, because he didn't have $7,000 to get himself bailed out. Because when you in the hood at 15, you don't have that kind of money, neither does your family. And when the alleged accuser wrote a letter to the judge asking to recant these statements, she was told that she would go to jail for 90 days, allegedly, if she recants the statement. But White is right.
She said, but White is right.
As well as something that he was wrongfully accused of doing when he was 15 years old. Well, because he didn't have $7,000 to get himself bailed out. Because when you in the hood at 15, you don't have that kind of money, neither does your family. And when the alleged accuser wrote a letter to the judge asking to recant these statements, she was told that she would go to jail for 90 days, allegedly, if she recants the statement. But White is right. As well as something that he was wrongfully.
So, okay. Let's look at the evidence of the crime scene. Okay. Let's talk about it. So this is Jennifer's bruises. Okay. So it says new evidence submitted to the Queens County Supreme Court includes pictures of a young Jennifer that show bruises on her face and her neck. Okay. So she got bruises on her face right here. You guys can see to the right. Okay. And then she got bruises on her neck over here too. And I guess it's from him wrapping his hand around her neck, I believe. Okay. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And these people be coming for me, man. I don't get it. All I do is report. Okay. But y'all worship these people, and it just makes y'all look even weirder when y'all get caught up. Y'all caught up defending people that don't know you, that don't like you, that don't care about you. Okay? Come on, man. This is crazy, man. So, there's more. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So this is a better photo right here. That's clearer. You can see these are the pictures from the police. This is from the Supreme Court that dropped the photos. And you can see, wow, man. You can actually see what he did, man. And it's crazy that he did it with this big old, like I said, Michael Myers type weapon, you know? I think she had bruises on her body as well. Oh wow. Wow. Yeah, wow. I'm not sure what that is. Is that more like did he punch her? Oh my God, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This is making my stomach hurt. I'm so sorry that this woman had to go through this. She really, wow. She's been suffering ever since, man. I can't imagine, anybody having to go through this, because, it makes it hard to see any positivity or any good in the world, especially when something like this happened to you, even at a young age. At any age is horrible, but at such a young age, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's hard for her to trust men. I'm sure it's hard for her to trust strangers. I'm sure it's hard for her to keep her guard down. I'm sure it's hard for her to trust anybody. Like, you know, man, this is tough, man. This is tough, man. I'm really sorry that this woman had to go through this, and I'm sorry that she's being gaslighted and harassed by the Barbs too, because from her own words, she said that she was, you know, being threatened and stalked and harassed by the Barbs, calling her a liar and being an apologist of Kenny, saying, oh, he was young, and, you know, wow, man. Wow, this is crazy, y'all. So she had bruises on her body, on her face, and on her neck, guys. Okay. And the person that dropped this on Twitter, Nicki Minaj conveniently blocked her. Okay. She conveniently blocked Nicki Minaj. I mean, Nicki Minaj blocked her. All right. So where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay. Wow, man. Yeah, definitely ruins the trust, man. It's definitely traumatizing, man. So let's talk about it, man. Shout out to Conscious TV. Let's give this man his credit. He is a content creator on YouTube as well. He is a celebrity blogger. Let's spell his name right, okay? He definitely wants his credit. He said, I'm following fair use disclaimer as long as you credit me for the content, and please spell my name, Conscious TV, correct? So it's with a Z, guys, okay? This is CONSCIOUZ TV, okay? Please subscribe to his channel. This is going viral, guys. He only dropped this a few hours ago. It's already almost at 24,000. Okay. This man has dropped Kenneth Petty's 1994 interview about S-ing Jennifer Huff. Okay. If that's how you say her name. The factual lies that got him convicted, y'all. Wow. Surviving the Pettys. Man. Please subscribe to this man's channel. Please subscribe to this man's channel, man, for dropping the tea. All right. It says the 1994 interrogation of Kenneth Petty present with his father about the Grape of Jennifer. He lied throughout the interview, unaware that investigators already had the Grape kit results along with his semen, okay, from Jennifer and his clothing. Wow. What you are about to see has never been seen before today. We will break down this entire ordeal. Okay, yeah, he did a live too. Please subscribe to his channel. I saw some of it, man. He was breaking it down, man.
Okay. Today's date again is September 16th, 1994. The time is approximately 8:51 p.m. We are in the 106 precinct on the second floor in Queens County. Present in the room is Police Officer Paul Booth, video technician Robert Bernard. Your name, sir?
Julian Petty.
Mr. Petty, and your name?
Kenneth Petty.
Okay. My name is Paula Aylward. I'm an assistant district attorney. I work at the Queens County District Attorney's Office. I understand that you wish to speak to me regarding an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
But before I speak with you, I want to read you your rights.
Yeah.
Now, I understand Officer Booth has spoken to you before
Yes.
in the presence of your mother and your father. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's your mother's
So I see that man right there. That's his father, I believe.
name?
Annette Petty.
And this is your father who's seated here?
Julian Petty.
Okay. And Officer Booth read you your rights previously?
Yes.
And you made certain statements to him at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Petty, you were asked to sign the memo book?
Yes, I was.
And you did so?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Petty, you have the right to remain silent and refuse to answer questions. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
Anything you do say may be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand what I have just said? You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police or to me, and to have an attorney present during any questioning, now or in the future. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you without cost. Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
If you do not have an attorney available, you have the right to remain silent until you have an opportunity to consult with one.
Yes.
Do you understand what I have just said?
Yes.
Now that you have been advised of your rights, are you willing to talk to me and to answer questions?
Yes.
Okay, as I said, I understand you want to talk about an incident which occurred at 123-40 Inwood Street in Queens today on September 16th, 1994. What do you wish to say about that?
It didn't occur there.
What?
I saw the girl on the boulevard of Rockaway Boulevard. I was walking down the block. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning for school. And I went to wake my uncle up for work. So as I was coming back, I bumped into this girl named Jennifer, and her friend was walking. It was a male friend. So, and I know him. He's my friend. So we talking, you know, and she was just sitting there. So after that, I just left and I went back to my house. So I went to sleep, and my uncle had left and went out to work without locking the door. So the next thing I know, police was up in my face, talking about I had raped somebody. And I did not rape nobody.
Okay, you saw Jennifer today?
Yes.
And who was she with?
She was with this boy named I think his name was this boy name. I know him too.
Well, let's start with how you know him. How do you know him?
Oh, we used to play basketball in the park.
And do you know where he lives?
Okay. Just a regular it was like a tournament in 150th Park. And he used to be on the opposite side of the team, and we used to, you know what I'm saying, just play.
Okay, and you can't remember his name?
I
I
know his face. I know his face when I see him. But I know his face when I see him, but I'm not sure about. I know his first name is what's his first name? I think it's.
I don't know, man. They basically saying he lying, that they don't even know this man. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy didn't exist that he's talking about. Okay.
Donovan is something like Donovan.
Okay. If you think of his
Something like
name,
that.
you can let me know
Yes.
while we're talking. You have to answer out loud because the microphone is
Oh,
here to
alright.
pick up everything you say. So you saw her about what time this morning?
Like around 8:30 in the morning.
And where was it you first saw her?
I was at the store, and I saw her at the bus stop going to school.
Okay. And both times was she with this person, Donovan or Donnie?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you say or do?
I said something to him about basketball, and then I said something to her, and she got smart like, what? And I was like, nothing, just leave it as that, and I just kept on walking, cause like no longer than like a year ago, this happened again like this.
What happened?
I had, you know what I'm saying, you know, like I had sex with her, put it like that, and something went down like last year, and she was like, she just don't want to mess with me no more, and I must have said something.
But they're saying allegedly he didn't even know her. He's saying that he already been smashing, you know, from last year or something like that. But, you know, they're saying otherwise, that he didn't even know this woman.
I'm wrong. Got my face today. That must have made her upset enough about to call rape on me, because I did not touch that girl, man.
Well, you had sex with her before, you said.
Yes.
When was that?
Last year.
And did you have a relationship?
Yeah, it was a little relationship, you could say.
Like how long?
It was like 2 months, 3 months.
It's been said that he didn't have no relationship with her. All right. So this is scary, man. This whole situation is scary. And like I said, they've been in my comments since last year, because I've been talking about this for about a year now, guys. And they be in my comments. I be having to block them. You know, I have no issue blocking these people, bro. Okay? Because they make it seem like they really make it seem like this ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure it'd be a whole different conversation if this was to happen to Nicki Minaj, right? You know, but remember, I'm using logic right now. Okay? I'm using logic right now.
Okay, and what happened when that relationship ended?
We just stopped speaking. She had went down south and I had went down south. And we both coming back this year.
Okay, how did you break up? Were you friends still, or you weren't friends, or
she was messing with this other guy, and he got killed on Rockaway Boulevard. This kid named Corey she was messing with. He got killed by somebody, I don't know. And next thing you know, she just felt like, you know, like something was wrong. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave you alone, you know. You feel you need your time, your other friend you had, you was messing with him, he had died, you feel, you know what I'm saying, messed up. So I ain't even going, you know what I'm saying, go through it like that.
That's what caused you two to break up?
Yes.
A year ago? And did you see each other during the course of this year?
Yeah, we saw it this year. We saw a lot. So mostly every day as she was going to school. Because I was supposed to be going to get enrolled too.
Where?
At John Adams.
Okay, but you're not enrolled yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, and how was it today? How was it when you saw her? What kind of conversation or whatever did you have?
It wasn't no real conversation because I was talking to my what's name Donovan, I think, Donnie. We was talking about the basketball, how we was gonna try to go. I was gonna get up in the school and try to play for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, she just came out her face and said something, and I said something to her, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. I walked.
What did she say?
I think she said, you ain't gonna get up in the school looking like that. And I think I said something like, what? And then I just left. I know. Well, hold up. No. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, I hope you're not going nowhere where I think you're not going. Because she was with him. And I was like, all right. So I just left. And I went to my house like, it was like no longer than a half an hour later, probably so, because I was asleep. And I was looking at the time and I went to sleep and woke up. It was a light in my face. And I'm like, hey, let me get my shirt. You know?
And that was when the police were there?
Mm-hmm.
You'd say it was a half hour after you saw her?
It had to be. Like a half hour out.
Do you remember what she was wearing?
She had to have on some green pants, a white shirt, and what kind of sneakers? She had on some Fila sneakers.
Okay.
To be exact. And a little blue and something color bag on her shoulder.
Okay. What were you wearing?
This is what I got on right now.
You were wearing this Apache t-shirt when you saw her? And shorts? Are those shorts?
Yeah, shorts.
And sneakers. Okay. And now you live at 12340 Inwood Street.
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
All my life.
And which one is your bedroom in that house?
Right upstairs. Right. Okay. As soon as you walk upstairs, right there, my aunt sleeps right there, and I sleep.
I can only imagine what's going through his father's head right there. Y'all know, remember his dad's right there, y'all. His dad's sitting right there, man. Just to like, ooh, this is so heartbreaking, man. This is heartbreaking. For one, for your kid to even be in a situation like this, and then you literally find out what happens, and then people will be like, oh, you know, people change and stuff like that. Okay, so let's talk about him unaliving that man in 2002. All right. From what they said it was in cold blood. And he was lucky to only get a manslaughter charge. I mean, you know, sentenced for 7 years. They said he was facing way more than that because it was first degree at first. Right? So this guy has a long track record. Right? And don't even have the decency to register, because remember, he lived in LA with Nicki Minaj for 5 years, and I'm sure she was aware of it. All right, like, come on. Living in the neighborhood, them nice, rich, probably Beverly Hills or something, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, right? Wherever she at in LA, right? And he was not registered, y'all, as an S offender. Okay? That was another charge for him. Okay? You gotta give your neighbors the heads up on stuff like that, man. They gotta approve for you to even be living around there, especially neighborhoods like that. They got all type. I can only imagine because it's regular HOA, so I can only imagine the type of HOA Nicki Minaj or Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying, in their neighborhoods, right? You got to get approved by the neighborhood. As soon as they would have saw his rap sheet, that would have been a no-go. That's exactly why they probably didn't do that. And you said, do you think her followers would drop? No, they worship her. It don't matter. They make excuses for everybody.
Sleep right there.
Okay, was your aunt home today?
No, she had just left.
Was anybody else home when the police came?
No, my uncle had. That's how the door was open. The door supposed to have been locked, but my uncle went to work and he don't have no keys. So when he come out to lock it, so he just left the door open. You can even ask him. Nobody was in that house.
Okay, and he left the door open when he left.
Yeah.
Okay, and now, did you have sex with Jennifer today? You have to answer out loud.
No.
When was the last time you had sex with her?
Last year,
Okay.
93.
Did you have sex with anyone today?
No.
In that room, did you have a girl in your house today?
No.
You didn't bring any girl to that house?
Nope.
Okay, so if somebody said they saw you bring somebody to that house, they would be mistaken?
Mm-hmm.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you had a girl in that house?
See, it's a long time because really my grandma just went down south with somebody that passed. One of my aunts and stuff. She don't allow no girls in there.
Okay, where did you and Jennifer have your relationship when you were having a relationship?
Oh, we was at my other friend's house.
Where is that?
I think it was on 147 on Rockaway Boulevard.
And what's that friend's name?
Jamel.
And you and Jennifer would go to Jamel's house?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where you had sex?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to her? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
Did you ever go to her house?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you ever go to her house and have sex there?
No.
Okay. Did you ever bring her to your grandmother's house and have sex there?
No.
Never?
Never.
Okay. Now, when the Officer Booth saw you today and he asked you how old you were, you told him you were 14.
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer
Yes.
that. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 16.
So you lied when you told him you were 14?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't know what was.
Oh wow. Okay, so he lied about his age at the same time. Remember, they always say that she was younger than him and stuff like that. So, what's this woman's age? Hold on, Jennifer. What's this woman's age? It said, who is Jennifer Huff? Okay. So coincidentally, she actually works in the music industry, guys. Okay. Let me see. She was born in 1978. This happened in 1994. So how old would she be, y'all? 60. They was the same age. If you were born in 1978, right? What's that? 88, 98, 2008, 2018, right? 2028, she will be 50, right? That's 4 years ago. 4 years from now. So she's 46, right? 1978 and 1994. That's 16. They was the same age. What's up with this weird stuff? They always talk about, oh, she was older than him. I'm like, okay, why didn't it even matter if she was older than him? Like, that doesn't excuse for what happened. But they was the same age. So he lied about his age at the time too.
Going on, man.
When was this?
Today.
Okay, what do you mean you didn't know what was going on?
I didn't know what was going on. Why should I tell him everything when I don't even know what's going on? I'm trying to ask him a question and he like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 14.
Okay, but you're stating that you did nothing wrong today, right?
Yes.
Okay, but you lied when he asked you.
Yes, I did lie. Yes.
Okay. And you've been arrested before?
Yes.
And you know that they ask you those questions for certain reasons?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Well, how long have you known Jennifer?
Ever since preschool, daycare center.
Okay. And just to clarify, what's her last name?
It's her last name. I think it's Brits. Jennifer. Wait up.
Is it How?
How?
Hough? Does that sound familiar?
How?
You don't know. Okay. Let me ask you something. So you've seen her just about every day
Yes.
over since you broke up, as you say?
Yes.
And when you've seen her just about every day, when would you see her and where?
I would see her either coming from school or going to school. Cause she's a nice girl. She doesn't do nothing but go in the house, does her homework. You know, cause I used to be with her sometimes, helping her do her homework, going to the library and stuff.
Okay. And did you ever see her with people or alone?
Yes, she used to be with people.
Okay. And did you have conversations with her on those other mornings you'd see her?
Yes.
And today was just like any other morning when you saw her?
Yes.
And you mostly talked to her friend and not even to her?
Yeah.
Just about?
Yeah.
So when you left, were you mad?
No.
No. And when she left, did she seem mad?
I don't know.
How did she seem when she left?
She's really, I can't tell you because I did not look back to look at her.
Okay. Now, are you working right now?
No.
Okay. And I need to know, you were wearing these shorts and a t-shirt.
Yes.
Were you wearing any undershorts?
Yes.
Okay. What type? Boxers or?
Boxers.
Okay. Do you have them on still? The
Yes.
same ones?
Yes.
All right. The officer's going to need to take those and voucher them as well for
Yes.
evidence, okay?
Mhm.
So he'll do that when we finish this interview.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Now, you recall before when your mother was still here, she gave you a consent form to go into the house and to look for certain property.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes.
All right. And do you remember reading this and signing your name at the bottom?
Yes.
And is this your signature over here?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall your mother reading it and signing her name over here?
Yes.
Okay. Can you get this, Bob? Yeah? Okay. And your mother went over with the police officer and with me to the house. And in the bedroom in which you sleep, did you keep a knife in there?
Yes, there's little things and dishes in there.
Okay. And what's the knife in there for?
The downstairs is messed up.
What do you mean?
The kitchen is messed up. It's like we got all the cups and stuff is in our room basically.
Okay. And there was a knife in there?
Yes.
And it was on the dresser?
Nah, it was in a little bucket. It should be a little bucket on my dresser with a whole bunch of pots and a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Now,
Just a reminder, guys, they're asking them all of these questions already. My bad. They're asking them all of these questions and stuff after they already got the DNA evidence on the weapon, right, and his his semen on her clothes. They said.
this one. Yeah, do you have something? You know what? I'll use a piece of paper.
You want this? Like this? Or?
No, I got this. Is this the knife that was in your room?
Yes.
Okay. And on your dresser?
Yes.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been on my dresser though.
Can you get that?
Hold it, tilt it, sorry.
Y'all, that's crazy. That's a very large blade. This is like some Freddy Krueger type stuff. Like, bro, y'all know, like I said, I'm really sorry that this woman had to go through this. I can only imagine. Like, come on. And then you got these weird fan bases, these barbs. Like I said, she said herself that they harassed her, they threatened her, she's scared, because they put this narrative that she was out here lying the whole time. I mean, let's talk about it.
Cut it.
Okay. And do you wear contacts? No? Does your aunt?
Yes.
Okay. And Do you recognize this bottle?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Where do you recognize that from?
What I recognize it from?
Yeah.
From my aunt.
Okay. In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn the no, the other way.
Now, if you and Jennifer have been friends for years, why would she say something like this?
No idea, man.
You have no idea?
None whatsoever.
And I just want to show you some photographs that were taken over at your house.
Mm-hmm.
These are Polaroid photographs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 of them. And this one shows the bottle of eye
Mm-hmm.
lotion on the dresser.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize that photograph?
Yes.
Is that from your room?
Yes.
And this one shows one side view of your room.
Yes.
Look, and this part is your bed right here.
Yes.
Okay, and that blanket was on the bed.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you can get these. And this is another, looking at the dresser
Yes.
with the radiator on the side of your room.
Yes.
Okay, and that's your room.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't I show them all to you and ask you, is this your room?
Yes.
Does that show the beds and the blankets that were on the beds today?
Yes.
Is this your room?
Yes.
That shows the beds and some clothes and
Mm-hmm.
a dresser. This shows the beds in that room
Yes.
with the blankets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this shows the room where the telephone is, the dresser, the television.
Yes.
Is that your room?
Mm-hmm.
You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
And this shows the dresser with the mirror above it and different items on that dresser. Is
Yes.
that from your room?
Yes.
And this shows the two beds with the blanket. It shows over looking towards
See
the window.
dishes, right?
And
Yes.
it shows dishes in the front
Mm-hmm.
and the television in the background.
Yes.
Okay, that's your room.
Yes.
And this shows a pot with some dishes and a knife
Yes.
on your dresser.
Yes.
And that's from your room.
Yes.
Okay, and this one showing the blankets on your bed
Yes.
or your aunt's bed. Which one is that?
Let me see. Hold
Well-
up.
They're close together, right? They're two
Yeah.
single beds pushed together.
No, this is my bed right here, I think, 'cause that's my clothes over there.
All right. And do you have a handgun?
No.
No? All right. Do you recognize that item that was beneath the mattress of your bed?
I think it's something that my uncle used, like a tool, something.
So you know the cops they really go investigate because they got to investigate the whole crime scene. So he getting caught up on other stuff, getting caught up with the pow pow bang bang. They obviously found the blade that he used against her while he attempted to. Oh my lord, that's so scary, y'all. This whole situation is absolutely insane. And then he already had a rap sheet before this. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? This was his introduction into the system, man. He was already wilding out. Then he got this, and like I said, he got the manslaughter. And then what? Like I said, him and Nicki Minaj just had to pay a security guard $500,000, right, for beating him up. You know, he already had to do 4 months for threatening Offset online, right? 4 months house arrest. So I mean, I see a pattern here, y'all. So I don't understand how you can argue against this or argue for or apologize. If you go on Twitter right now, you go on these, anybody comments talking about this, y'all, they are windmilling. I'm telling y'all, the Barbs is tripping right now. They're making every excuse in the book how Jennifer is still a liar. She's still a liar. Or I saw people saying that they don't care, like, why is this a big deal? We don't care about him. Y'all only care because it's Nicki Minaj. Well, because Nicki Minaj had a lot to say about in the situation. She literally said that they were lying. He was falsely, wrongly accused, wrongly convicted.
Let me put in there.
This here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a handgun case.
No.
And where does your uncle live in that house?
My uncle doesn't live in that house.
All right, but well, was he there this morning and then left the door open? That's a different uncle?
My uncle's down south.
Okay. So who was it you were saying left today?
Oh, my other uncle that worked, that lived downstairs now.
How many people live in that house?
4.
Okay. Officer, do you have any questions? Do you want to say anything else about this?
No, ma'am.
No? Is your nickname Kazoo?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't tell the officer that was your nickname?
No.
He been lying this whole time, y'all. So ain't his nickname Zoo? They asked him what's his name, right? All right, Billboard, 5 things you need to know about Nicki Minaj's husband. All right. Petty's government first name is Kenneth, but he prefers to go by Zoo. Nicki referred to her partner as Zoo. That was his nickname as a kid growing up. The cops just asked him, what's his nickname? Kazoo. Right? He said no. So he been lying this whole time, y'all. You can't believe none that he's saying in this situation. It's another uncle. Is this uncle? Oh no, we didn't have, relations that day. It was last year. Oh, we used to be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. All of that stuff has come out to be untrue. Okay? Allegedly. But I mean, this man got convicted for this, y'all. He did 4 years for this.
This is something that my uncle used, like a tool, something he put in there.
This here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not a handgun case?
No.
And where does your uncle live in that house?
My uncle doesn't live in that house.
All right, but was he there this morning and then left the door open? That's a different uncle?
My uncle's down south.
Okay. So who was it you were saying left today?
Oh, my other uncle that worked, that lived downstairs now.
How many people live in that house?
4.
Okay. Officer, do you have any questions? Do you want to say anything else about this?
No, ma'am.
No? Is your nickname Kazoo?
No.
No?
No.
You didn't tell the officer that was your nickname?
No.
When you saw Jennifer today, did you notice any bruises on her?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I have nothing further.
The time is 9:11 p.m.
Wow, y'all. So, man, shout out to Conscious TV for literally dropping a bombshell, man. Dropping a bombshell. Shout out to him, man. Please subscribe to this man's channel. I'm going to do it right now.
And this.
My bad. I'm going to do it right now. Let me zoom out. All right. Please subscribe to this man. Conscious TV. It is CONSCIOUZ TV. All right. And he dropped this, y'all. This is never before seen. So he did his research. He did his research, y'all. All right. The 1994 interrogation of Kenneth Petty while he's present with his father about the Grape of Jennifer Huff. He lied throughout the interview, unaware that investigators already had the Grape kit results along with his semen from Jennifer and his clothing. Oh, wow. So they got the DNA off of her too, and her clothing. Wow. Wow. Yeah, man, this is this is crazy. So like I said, I don't need these barbs coming at me. You come over here, bro, I'm gonna block you. I don't care what you gotta say. It's no excusing this. It's no excusing this. And this is the man that she chose. They got a whole baby. She got his last name, y'all. Wow. Yeah. So I need a few seconds just to decompress, y'all, because this is just too much. This is too much. You say the Barbs is having a meltdown too. All dark will come to light. Man, disgusting. Yes, man. This is crazy, man. This whole thing was crazy. So,